The following presentation is controversial and may be offensive to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
How would you like to double, triple, or even quadruple your business in the next 90 days while spending the same, if not less, on marketing? Stop for a moment and actually imagine what would that feel like. Your profit would skyrocket, you'd be able to increase your bonus, you'd feel secure that your business was on sound footing, and you wouldn't have to spend the weekends worrying about work anymore. You'd finally be able to switch off and actually enjoy the fruits of your hard work with your family. How is all this possible? With an automatic traffic and lead generation strategy that could deliver you 50, 100, or even 400 plus ready to buy prospects each week and each month on autopilot. So if you're looking to generate more traffic, generate more leads, generate more sales, and ultimately more profit for your business, then this will be one of the most important videos you'll ever watch, and I'll get to why in just a moment. Hi, my name is Alex Obando, and over the next few minutes, I want to share with you how my clients and I create simple, automated traffic and lead generation strategies online using both free and paid traffic to generate hundreds of high-quality leads and clients into our business each and every week with consistency and predictability, and how you can do the same thing too. We call it the Monte Carlo effect, and it's where you stack the deck in your favor. So for every dollar you put into your marketing machine, it basically generates 3, 15, 50, or even 200 in revenue. Sounds hard to believe, but in this short video, I'll show you exactly how it works and how you can use this very same strategy to double, triple, or even quadruple your sales in the next 90 days. Even if you're a tech newbie and you've struggled to get results online in the past. You see, I started UHM Digital back in 2018 from my bedroom with no more than $50 on a computer my mom had bought me. I hustled and cold called for my first clients. Fast forward just 4 short years, and I've got hundreds of clients and a team of 36, and my business will turn over more than $10 million this year. Since then, we've worked with hundreds of businesses on thousands of campaigns with some of the biggest brands and multi-billion-dollar businesses in the country, to startups and hundreds of small to medium-sized businesses to dramatically explode the traffic, leads, and sales. In the process, we've learned a thing or two about growing a business fast, which ultimately comes down to human psychology. This is what makes people buy and what doesn't. I've used these very same strategies I'm about to share with you to generate over 200 million in sales for me and my clients. In other words, this isn't some theoretical woo-ha, rather battle-hardened strategies that work in any industry. In the process, I've been featured in hundreds of businesses' publications, including Entrepreneur, Inc. magazine, and many others. You see, I've been in the trenches, on the front lines, getting my teeth kicked in, trying, testing, and perfecting the most effective business growth strategies on the planet. And I've used these to grow UHM Digital from my bedroom with no funding, no venture capital, and no safety net to being ranked as the fastest growing digital marketing agency in America and the 35th fastest growing company in the country by the American Financial Review. So if you're looking to grow traffic, generate more leads, and increase your profits, attract more dream clients, then you're definitely in the right place here. I'm also going to be revealing the top 3 biggest mistakes that most businesses make when trying to generate more leads and sales online. And I'll be sharing with you the top 2 things that you need to do in order to scale your business to 2, 3, 4, or even 10x in a matter of months. So pay very close attention because you definitely want to get these right. However, before we go any further, this isn't one of those get-rich-quick websites that promise you a fortune for doing nothing. Neither mine or my clients' results are typical. And you see, contrary to popular belief, marketing on the internet isn't simply about sitting around and clicking refresh on your net banking account and watching the money just pile up. It's like anything in life. You get out what you put in. Therefore, those who take average actions will see average results, versus those who take massive actions will see massive results. Just like the results I'm about to share with you in a moment from some of our clients. Now, the top two types of clients that we work with are service-based businesses like consultants, education providers, accountants, lawyers, doctors, dentists, IT companies who want to scale their business to at least $50,000 per month or more in revenue. These are people who offer one-on-one services, group training, or seminars. Now, the second group are high-value product businesses like property developers, home builders, construction companies, furniture and bedding businesses, and other companies that sell a product with a lifetime value of a customer that is greater than $3,000. So if you or the company that you work for fall in one of these two categories and you're looking to dramatically grow your sales in the fastest time possible and create a steady stream of ready-to-buy prospects and dream clients wanting to buy your products and services, then what I'm about to share with you is going to give you lots of actionable strategies and tactics that you can use right now for free to exponentially grow your business, because the strategies I'm about to share with you in this short video are exactly what I've used over and over again to scale multiple different businesses in multiple different markets, in multiple different industries. Now, you see, unlike most online marketing agencies or online gurus, we don't just teach online marketing and the scaling of lead generation. We actually do what we teach successfully every single day in our own business. In fact, you're probably watching this very video as a result of clicking an ad and taking the desired action that we wanted you to. Not only do we do this successfully for our own marketing agency, we also do it in other businesses, in other industries outside of the online marketing services market. And because of our experience in running and scaling these businesses so successfully using different strategies, many of the biggest companies and advertising agencies in the world have hired us to learn how to scale their own and their clients' leads and sales. So if you're not selling a consistent $50,000 to $250,000 per month of your products and services right now, the problem is simple. You see, your business suffers from one of, or maybe even all three symptoms to low sales. That is low traffic, meaning you simply are not getting enough people to your website or landing page in front of your offers. Low conversions. You're probably getting enough traffic, but if you simply aren't seeing the level of leads and sales you want, then you have a conversion problem, meaning that the offer that you're putting in front of your prospect simply isn't compelling enough to make them buy. Or it could be a small list, meaning you don't have a large enough list of prospects or previous clients that you can communicate with via email, mail, phone to make offers to, meaning you simply don't have enough qualified buyers and leads coming into your business each and every month. Without this, it's simply impossible for you to hit your revenue and income goals. Does this sound familiar? No more low-hanging fruit is available in your business, meaning you've run dry of past clients, referrals, and really basically are saying, what can I do next to generate more leads and more sales to scale my business? Or you wake up to an empty inbox of tired kickers. You get to the office and you've got maybe 1 or 2 leads, and these guys are just all tired kickers and price shoppers. Or you have no clear path to growth. Do you look at your business every day and worry where your next prospects, clients, or sales are gonna be coming from? What this simply means is even though that you may be the best at what you do, you simply aren't getting in front of the right prospects or communicating the right offer to them. And let's face it, nowadays everybody's doing online marketing. So that means that if your competitors have an online marketing strategy that works, you're losing countless leads and customers every single day to them. This leaves you struggling to generate enough of the right type of leads to hit your revenue goals. Once you implement our strategies, you'll never have to worry again about where your next client or sale is going to be coming from. You'll have control over your revenue and income because you can generate as many leads and clients as you want on demand. You will no longer have to wonder or guess where your next customer is going to come from. You'll have certainty. You'll have more time and money because you won't be wasting your time and resources on marketing strategies that simply are getting no results. What is the winning strategy? Well, in the past 2 years, we've worked with and I had over 52,567 business owners apply for help and advice in scaling their business and growing their traffic and leads and sales. And after looking at so many different businesses and running thousands of campaigns, you start to see patterns and ultimately what's working and what's not. Now, we've found that a business that really needs in order to scale their revenue is just 2 specific things in place to hit $1 million or more. 1, high quality converting targeted traffic that allows you to spend the money to get clients on a consistent basis. You see, the most dependable and predictable way to grow sales and to generate wealth is to turn advertising into profit. Meaning, if you want to predictably and consistently grow leads and sales for your business, you need to have control of your traffic and ultimately control of your business and your profits. There are basically all kinds of hype and loopholes for gaming the systems and getting you truckloads of free traffic, right? Now, does some of it work? Maybe for a month or 2, but if your business is reliant on that, you don't have a business. You have an income stream that's supported by an unsustainable gimmick. You know, our strategies aren't about setting up a system that will be here today, but then gone tomorrow. That's no way to scale a business and set it up for long-term success. And if you're not doing that, then you're just wasting your time. The second thing is you need an offer that will convert that traffic and potential prospects into high-paying customers who keep coming back over and over again. So let's talk about traffic for a moment. Alright, these are several forms of traffic that we use to scale your leads and sales, and this traffic all focus on getting 3 types of prospects into your business. So the first type of prospects is a prospect in buy mode. The second are prospects in awareness stage, and the third is called a cold prospect. So buy mode, right? These are people who are searching in hunt mode, specifically looking for the products and services that you provide. These types of prospects are generally the best to reach on Google through SEO and Google AdWords. They have very high purchase intent as they're actively looking for a solution. They could also be people who follow you on Facebook or who are just in your list and are very kind of familiar with the products and services that you provide. The second type of prospect is the prospect in the awareness stage. Now, these type of prospects who aren't already, they're not actively searching, but they are aware that they have a problem and are open to buying. And the third type of prospects and the largest group of people is a cold prospect. Now, a cold prospect is someone who isn't searching and doesn't know that they have a problem or a need, but are good candidate for the products and services that you sell. And this represents the largest segment of your market. So, targeting prospects in buy mode. Now, this is generally done using Google AdWords or SEO, focusing on high purchase intent and keywords. You are specifically targeting the prospects who are fully aware that they have a need and are just searching for whom that they want to do business with. Now, targeting people in the awareness stage can be done through a bunch of different platforms like Google, LinkedIn, Instagram ads, Facebook, or YouTube. Now, there are some incredible targeting features that allows you to identify prospects who show they have buyer intent and are open to buy, and match all the laser targeted criteria from household income to purchase activity and a ton of unbelievable tracking options for your ad. Now, targeting cold prospects represents the largest segment of your market and can be done through Google, LinkedIn ads, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Targeting this segment, if you have a sales funnel in place for warming up that cold traffic and these cold prospects through a series of emails and education-based content, is where you can completely dominate your market and is where ultimately the biggest potential for your growth lies long term. Now, all of these traffic sources provide an incredible opportunity for you to grow your revenue and your profits. But which of them is right for your business? Well, it all depends on the three simple things. Now, the first thing is, what do you want to sell? And the second thing is, what is your customer worth to you? And the third being, what are you willing to spend in order to acquire a customer? These are the first three things that we need to break down and figure with new clients. And they sound like basic questions, but you'd be surprised at how many businesses actually don't know how much on average a customer is worth to their business or how much they can spend on acquiring a new customer. These are the questions that you really need to sit down and figure out for your business. Next, I want to share with you the three biggest mistakes that we see businesses make when trying to scale their traffic, leads, and sales. Now, you can use these as like a scorecard to gain a level of insight to the growth potential online for your business. Now, mistake number one is telling and not showing. You see, there are three ways that you can influence people. Now, one way is to talk how good we are. Talk about how great our products and services are and all that kind of stuff. The second is basically to have others talk about how good we are. Now, both of these works, but the most effective way is to demonstrate how good you are by showing people that you can help them by actually helping them. Now, this doesn't help with influencing them, but it creates a lot of goodwill in your marketplace and will help you reach a much larger segment of your market because people are 10 times more likely to come to you to learn something that they are to be sold to. So, if all your marketing is screaming, buy my stuff, you are only appealing to a fraction of the potential buyers in your market and are missing out on a huge potential of the total number of buyers. So how much are you missing out on, you ask? Well, let me run you through a model that we call the larger market formula real quick. Now, what the larger market formula shows is that in any given market, 3% of their prospects are looking to buy right now. These guys are intensely interested in solving a problem of fulfilling a desire that they have right now. These people are looking and really kind of trying to decide whether or not to buy from you or from one of your competitors. Now, if you're like most business people, then this is where all your attention is going. Then we have a further 17% of the market that is in an information gathering mode. Now, these basically are like window shoppers who might not be looking to buy right now, but are certainly open to do it and they're reaching. Then there's a further 20% of the market who are problem aware, meaning that they might know that they have a need for a new car or need to lose weight, but they aren't actively researching or looking to buy. Finally, there's the other 60% of the market who aren't problem aware or aren't looking to buy. Now, most businesses direct all of their attention and all of their efforts to those 3% of the market that is looking to buy right now. They largely compete on price and are out there screaming, "We've got the best range and we've got the cheapest prices." But get this right, the other part of the market is 3,200% larger. So there's a huge opportunity in reaching the 97% outside of the top of that pyramid. And believe it or not, even the interested prospects can turn into lucrative customers if you know how to approach them. And the problem is that most people treat every single lead as 3% that are actually ready to buy. So how does this apply to the online environment? Well, let's look at a conversion funnel. Now, currently, the average bounce rate on a website, which is simply the amount of people that come to your site that don't go past the first page, is sitting around at a 47%. And I know there might be some of you out there saying, yeah, look, my bounce rate's a lot higher, my bounce rates are a lot lower. It may be, but on average, globally, it's 47%. Now, that leaves the other 50% of people who stay around on your site and read about your company and look about and are kind of actively interested in the products and services that you provide. Now, the average conversion rate for a website is between 1 to 3%. Sure, it varies from industry to industry, but on average, it's 3%. So it's pretty obvious where the biggest opportunity lies and where the money is being left on the table, so to speak. Which is really in getting more of these guys, the 50% who are actively interested in the products and services that you sell to buy. Basically, how do we do that, right? Well, the quickest and easiest way that we've found to do this is by using what we call a high value content offer, or also known as a lead magnet. Now, a lead magnet is basically something that you give away on your lead generation page to incentivize prospects to want to give you their name, email, phone number, address, or whatever other info that you're asking for so that they can enter into your sales funnel. Now, the easiest type of lead magnet that there is to create is a free report. So basically, now that you know how to kind of lead magnets, what is it and kind of how it works, let me run you through two different scenarios, okay? So one scenario is we've got 100 visitors coming through your website. Now, where they're sending them to a normal get quote, get in touch with us kind of call to action, it's a typical thing that you see on most websites. Now, that typically converts at 3%, right? Then, out of those 100 visitors, 3% conversion rate, we're going to get free leads. Now, we find on average that the average close rate of an inbound lead is around 30% across all industries for all the hundreds of clients that we manage, meaning that you essentially get one sale from that exercise. Now, let's run through another model. Let's say that we get the same 100 visitors, we send them to our website, but this time instead of having a get quote or, get in contact with us kind of form, we have a free report. Now, these offers convert at 25% and up, right? because naturally it's a much lower commitment offer where we're essentially giving something of value away for free for a name and an email address. Then out of those 100 visitors, we get 25 leads. Now, naturally, on this type of lead, the close rate is lower because that person has basically given me their name and their email address and downloaded a free report. They haven't asked for a specific quote, so there's a lot less of level of commitment from them. And we've found that these leads convert typically around 12% if done right. So, meaning that out of the 100 visitors, we have a 25% conversion rate, giving us 25 leads at a 12% close rate, giving us 3 sales. So you can see that with this approach and just the way that you approach that same 100 visitors, right? That traffic is coming from Facebook or AdWords or SEO or whatever it might be. You're still paying the same amount of money for that traffic. However, how you treat that traffic and how you position your offers and your funnel can literally triple your sales. And he who has basically spent the most to acquire a client always wins. Therefore, you're making 3 times the amount of sales of the same amount of traffic that any of your competitors. Now, you're going to go out and win that market, alright? So, now that you know that lead magnets work and can dramatically increase sales for your business, let's run through a few of the different types of lead magnets that you can use in your business. So, as we just went through a free report, you could use videos, cheat sheets, swipe files, short courses, or webinars. Now, let's move on to the mistake number 2, and that's really relying on one source of traffic to really be running to kind of generate this traffic to get those leads coming in the first place. So, I want you to basically, let's run through this scenario, and this is all too common, and we hear it all the time from prospects. And this is basically how it goes. A business starts advertising online, whether that's from SEO, AdWords, Facebook ads. They start with a small budget of say like $25 a day. And they start getting some traffic and the leads are coming in and those leads are converting. And they're converting into sales and things are going great. And then they hire more salespeople to deal with the influx of new leads and sales, and even increase their ad spend to get even more business. The business owner is really happy. They found like an advertising channel that works to scale their business. Then something changes. Things always change online, right? Google changes their algorithm, Facebook updates their ad policies, or Google AdWords changed the landscape of their ad platform with no warning, just like they did on Friday, February 2017. Now, Google decided that they were going to remove the sidebar ads on search results. And after this day, businesses who solely relied on Google AdWords to get traffic and leads were hurt. And they were hurt badly because Google literally wiped off 70% of its ad real estate. So the competitor for those top spots for those remaining 30%, they soared. They skyrocketed. And this increase in competitors caused the cost per clicks to skyrocket. And then suddenly, the business finds itself with far less traffic coming into their website for the same amount of money with their spending, but with the same amount of staff to pay for it. And the same kind of overheads, and that's kind of like what the search results look like right now. So you see, that like most of successful businesses that we've seen, they build multiple flow of traffic to maintain a flood of leads, right? And that's why we ensure all of our clients, have leads coming in from multiple different sources. So if one goes down, then the others can quickly pick up slack. This means that when something happens on Google or on Facebook or Instagram, your competitors will be left kind of floundering while your leads and revenue are still going strong because you have multiple screens coming into the business. And the analogy that we use is when you build a table, do you want to build it with one leg? That's not a very secure table. Just like your business, you want to have multiple legs being traffic sources so your business is very stable. Now, the next common mistake that we see is that even if a business has multiple flows of traffic and they're spending an incredible amount of kind of time on creating content and doing SEO and running AdWords and Facebook ads and updating their social networks and doing Facebook Lives, they really have no idea where their leads are coming from because they're not tracking their numbers properly. Or worse, that they're not tracking their numbers at all. And that mistake really comes down to kind of guessing versus tracking. So what numbers should you be tracking? Well, this is where most digital agencies and most business owners have it all wrong. They're focusing on clicks and cost per clicks and impressions and rankings and conversion rates. But you can't take any of those numbers to the bank, right? So they're kind of good metrics to guide a campaign, but they don't result in money in your bank account. So the only numbers that really matter when trying to scale your business are: 1, what does it cost you to acquire a customer? 2, how much money is that customer worth? And if you want to simplify things even further, is how much money did I spend and how much money did I make? That's it. Your return on investment is the only thing that matters, because once you know exactly how much it costs you acquire a new customer, and once you have complete understanding of how much a client is worth to your business becomes infinitely scalable. Because you can predict that for every dollar that you spend on your marketing, that you're going to get 3, 15, 50, or 200 in profits back. You see, if you can't kind of pay to acquire a new customer, then you don't have a business. And I'm going to say that again. If you can't pay money to acquire a new customer, then you don't have a business and have a hobby, right? And if you don't accurately know how much money that you make off every dollar that you spend on your marketing, then this is a major sign that you're playing too small. And this is likely the reason that you're struggling to predictably grow your business. So let me ask you a question. If you don't have a predictable and consistent stream of ready-to-buy prospects coming into your business each and every month, how much is it costing your business not to get help, right? So I want you to do a real quick exercise to figure that out. Now, I want you to write down these 2 numbers. So your first one is, what is your monthly revenue goal? What's that thing when your alarm clock goes off in the morning that you're waking up and you're pumped up to hear? What's that monthly revenue goal? And 2, I want you to basically write down how much revenue that you do last month. Now, we're going to be doing some basic 3rd grade math problems here, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the monthly revenue goal, and then what we're going to do is we're going to subtract the current monthly revenue, okay? Now, this is basically, it's costing you to stay at the same park that you are at right now, while your competitors snatch up all the low-lying fruit in your market. So, say you're doing, your revenue goal is $100,000 a month. That's what you want to be at. That's kind of the number that you're playing for. But you're currently doing $20,000 per month. Basically, meaning that there's an $80,000 per month gap in what it's costing you, which is $960,000 per year. And that really is basically going to all your competitors that do have these systems set up in place and running with a well-oiled sales machine. So how much longer do you want to keep this $960,000 problem of not getting enough traffic, not getting enough leads, and not getting enough sales? So by now, you're probably wondering how you can get your own traffic and lead generation strategy that will generate you 3, 15, 50, or 200 plus for every dollar that you put in. Well, for a limited time, I've set some time aside from my office to personally design a custom 1,000 digital marketing blueprint for your business for free. Now, here's how that works. Now, this is a 30-minute strategy call where we'll jump on the phone together and we'll begin by listening to you. We'll review your business, we'll spy on your competitors, and we'll analyze your target market and review your offer and your whole sales process with you and your goals, right? Then, based on what you've told us, we'll develop a custom digital marketing blueprint for you for free. This plan is specifically designed to reach your growth goals that you specifically have in your business. Now, please note this is not a sales pitch in disguise. We usually charge $1,000 for this kind of comprehensive business analysis and planning, but you'll be speaking with one of my digital strategists and campaign managers who have personally handpicked and groomed, who will come up with a plan tailored to your business to maximize your leads and your sales. You're literally getting a completely customized breakdown of our proprietary system, specifically tailored to your business. Now, their job will be to come up with a specific plan tailored to your business to maximize your leads and sales. And at the end of the call, there will be zero obligation for you to take us up on any of our services. We usually charge $1,000 for this kind of comprehensive business analysis and planning. Now, in fact, if you don't find our first conversation extremely valuable, we will immediately pay you $200 for wasting your time. And this has literally never happened. So you're probably asking yourself, why are we doing this? Well, in the nature of full transparency, we do this because many of the people who go through this process are so impressed and thrilled that they actually asked to become a client. But here's the catch that you've been looking for. We can't help everybody. So who is this for? Well, this is for businesses and service professionals that sell a high value product or service that has a greater lifetime value of $3,000 or more. This is for you if you want to grow your business to a minimum of $50,000 per month fast. We're talking about in a matter of months, not years. This is for you if you want a consistent stream of qualified, ready to buy leads coming into your business each and every month with consistency and predictability. Now, This is also for you if you offer something of genuine value that really helps people, and it's for you. If you are committed to growing your business and are willing to work to make that happen. Now, our most successful clients are willing to have skin in the game and already have an existing advertising and marketing budget, and fully understand that they are going to need to invest in their business in order to make more money and to grow their business and take it to the next level. So, who is this not for? This is not for people who like bouncing around to the next shiny object, or who like to complain and make excuses, or constantly kind of play small. This is not for people who are constantly stuck in information gathering mode and go from one free training to another and not looking at really taking any real action to move them closer to their goals. And this isn't for people who don't sell high value products and services with a greater lifetime value that exceeds $3,000. This isn't for people who are afraid to make decisions and take action and follow through. So if you're committed to adding an extra 6 or 7 figures to your business in the next 12 months, then take the first step today. A word of warning: through last month's free spots were fully booked. So go ahead and book it in right now. You see, this offer is extremely limited because of the intensive one-to-one time needed in order to conduct these sessions. So we only have a limited number of available spots for free on our calendar each month. And once they're gone, well, they're gone. So once you click the button below, you'll be taken to a short questionnaire. Now, it's nothing too intrusive. It takes about 60 seconds or so to fill out and simply help us prepare for our session together. Next, you'll book a specific time in for your calendar on our calendar that suits you the best. So if you feel like this would be a right fit for you, then what you want to do is go ahead and book your call in right now by clicking the button below, and we look forward to seeing you. And we look forward to seeing if we can help you dramatically grow your business by increasing the amount of qualified leads and traffic and sales that you're generating online. And ultimately, seeing if we can help you get there a lot faster than you doing it on your own, down kind of like an untested road. So I hope you got a bunch of value out of this video, whether or not you book in a call. I really enjoyed making it for you, and we look forward to chatting you soon.